Our next speaker is Mr. Fenton.
John Fenton, Pavilion, Wyoming. I have very mixed emotions about everything that goes on with this, and one of the biggest things for us is that we tried for years and years and years to get the state of Wyoming to come and listen to the problems that we were having, and we're constantly met by excuses of not having money or manpower or scientific knowledge. So therefore, when we actually got EPA to come in and agree to do a groundwater study, we were very excited that we got some knowledge and some people that were trained to specifically look at the issues that we were dealing with. We had people come and actually do data collection. They actually came and did their jobs. And it was amazing to see the process in action, that we felt like we were being represented finally. Now, when conclusions come out that are controversial or that the powers that be don't agree with, it causes problems, and that's exactly what happened with us. When the EPA came forth with data stating that we did have reasons to be concerned about the water in our area and that it could be potentially from hydraulic fracturing, the boom was lowered on us. The state of Wyoming and the oil and gas industry went to war with the Environmental Protection Agency and with the people who live there, and the EPA folded. It wasn't the EPA out of Region 8, the people who had done all the work. It was directly from the Obama administration. And we were left in the hands of a state-run investigation that admittedly by Governor Matt Mead was being funded by Encana Oil and Gas, the very people who we suspected may have improperly drilled the wells in our area. So we're back to looking after ourselves again, which we'd been for years, and trying to muddle our way through this and not only run ranches and farms and lives and try to build something of a future, but be scientists and lawyers and politicians and learn all these things that, I'll be quite honest with you, I never wanted to learn in the first place. And so we're left in the hands of the state of Wyoming, who just recently passed Senate File 12, and I included this in my evidence that I presented on the record, which now potentially makes it illegal for us to even collect data on public property. When in this country did the people charged with looking after the citizens and the well-being of everyone be emasculated by a company whose job it is to make a profit? Why are we left in the hands of the people who caused our problem? Why, in this investigation, was there not more scientists on the ground doing what scientists do, collecting data? I quite frankly, if I hear frack focus one more time, I think I will become physically ill. It's a website that reports chemicals that everybody knows, the basic chemicals, the rest are exempt. How can we sit here and say that a whole industry that is exempt from our major regulatory statutes to protect the environment can possibly do anything safe? If it was safe, they wouldn't need to be exempt from the rules. I really encourage you to do more than review industry's data. This has to be an on-the-ground study. In the meantime, think of all the hundreds and thousands of people that live with this every day. Within 4-mile radius of our home, we have 200 fracked wells. This is not just new wells, and the state of Wyoming has a long history of oil and gas production. They're fracking old infrastructure. It's not just horizontal shale wells. It's coal bed methane. It's vertical tight sands. There's all these things that just don't seem to matter. And quite frankly, I'm tired of being here too. I always wanted to bring my children to Washington, D.C. and show them around and give them an idea of what this country was founded on. And quite frankly, that's the last thing I want to do now. I've completely lost faith in the system. This has to be more inclusive with the people who are directly impacted, not just the people who are making profit from this.
Thank you, Mr. Fenton.